So this package just arrived, and I ordered this, I guess, a few days before Christmas, and I thought we just should take a look at this. Trying not to cut the boxes here. So this are the new keycaps from A1200.net and a black Amiga 500 case. And what I plan to do is just to put an A500 into it. And let's see how that goes and how it looks. They drop shipped this from China, even though they are, I guess, in the UK. And had to clear my own customs and stuff via FedEx. Let's see, some stabilizers. Oh, even some fresh springs. 2 space bars. I guess these are of different size, different countries. By the way, this is a German keyboard or German keyboard layout. Let's see. Ooh. This is awesome. Not quite sure. If this is intentional, but if you check, you can see that the K and the S and the A are a bit more raised. This might just be because it's on this plate here. I got a second 6 key. Okay. Oh no, it's just one 6 key FJ. Okay, this is all over the place, so I guess we have to put it into C. And I assume these keycaps are not just for the 500, but also for the 600, because we have the small delete key. There's no small help key. Oh no, that's because the help key is the same size as on the A500. No, it's a little bit smaller right here. Okay, so this is also nice, this tray for retrowriting keys. This is quite cool. Let's see if we can... Okay, so these are standard Amiga keycaps for the Mitsumi keyboard. And I think Mitsumi keyboard only, not quite sure about that. Okay, nice. And this is an A500 case. Already got the 1200 case. If you saw my last video, I did put a 1200 replica machine in there. Oh, that got a bit ditched here. That's unfortunate. Oh, now I ripped it. Great. Now it looks. Okay, let's see. There are some goodies in here. By the way, I did buy this myself. This is not a sponsored video or anything. Paid real cash for that. We have whoa, that is one nice Amiga mouse mat. Very slick. That's awesome. What do we have here? A 500 accessory kit. Okay, that is just... I bought the case with the kit, so there's some cabling here to put a Raspberry Pi in here or something. That's a lot of stuff here. Some cables. Trapdoor. No, it's not the trapdoor, it's the expansion port door. That is TF80 extension cable. Let's check out what that is. Ah, that's a microcard reader. Extender. Nice. This looks like a network port. This is some kind of network adapter. We have, I guess this is an HDMI extender and 2 USB extenders. Okay, not sure if I need these because I will put a real Amiga in here, but yeah, and here's a network extender, so you can use all these cables to put them in here. There's a floppy button, floppy eject button. Oh, that's cool. That is really cool. It's metal or something. And that would be the port cover for this, I guess, for the network connector. So let's get the case out of here. That is one cool case. That is one cool case. That is really, really nice. Does have some modifications right here, as you can see. All the various connectors, USB, HDMI, or maybe networking, and the SD card reader. You have the slotted trapdoor cover. And you have this special thing here, maybe for the network. And I'm not sure if these screws are just going into the case or not. Let's take them out and open this up. Yeah, and these are definitely threading into some metal and not plastic. You can tell because these are flat and not pointy. And they're all the same size, which is also good because that way you don't kill the case. Ooh, that's nice. And it's so shiny. Look at that. There's a metal threading. Well, these cases are really a work of art. And we even have the signatures from Dave Haney, David Pleasance, R.J. Meikle. Yeah, I'm butchering names here. Guess I have to stop. Okay, nice. So I guess it is time to put in an A500. So a few videos ago I did a conversion of an A500 to an A500 Plus. And I will be using this A500 Plus, which has a Mitsumi keyboard, and also the 1 meg chip mod, and put this into the black case. So disassembling an A500 is not very hard. It's just pulling a few cables and removing a few screws. Okay, here's the case, here's the board. That was the camera. Here is the nice and fresh case in black. So there's no clip here. Okay, the board is in, fits nicely. Now we have to put in the disk drive, and for that, yeah, that looks different. See, there's this little tower here which is missing here. I am thinking, how are we going to do this? I was saying that I will check for another drive which has a loose eject button, because this one is epoxied on here, but then I saw that this eject button is actually for 1200 drive. So no luck here, and that is a Senkyo drive. Senkyo? Yeah, whatever. So I guess for now I will just go the black Sharpie route and paint that button black, so that it doesn't stick out too much. It's not the best way to do this, but I can always reverse this with just some alcohol and it doesn't stick out too much. Could also use some of my son's acrylic pens, and maybe I will do that to paint over the Sharpie, and that would give this a nice black finish. And yeah, I'm aware that this is not the greatest idea to do it like this, but it is the only one I have right now. And I will revisit this as soon as I have a black pen. Or maybe, wait, I have black color. So I did paint the eject button with just some acrylic paint and a brush, and it's not perfect, and you can see the brush strokes if you look closely, but this matches perfectly. So using a Sharpie as a foundation and then brushing over this actually worked. Yeah, I will let this dry, and meanwhile we can take a look at how the case looks with the keyboard with the old keys, and then we switch out the keys and we see the hopefully final result. So let's check out how this machine looks with the keyboard in its original form and the cover on. And this fits very nicely in here. And then if we put the cover on, it looks okay. Keyboard is slightly yellowed. It's not one of the more yellow keyboards I've seen. And there's a difference actually in the cover which I saw. That is, if you take a look at this cover, you can see it's all very flat here. If you take a look at this cover here, you can see it's a bit indented. There's a line here. And I noticed this right away, because if you look at the machine like this, you can see there's, let me show you, you can see it immediately. If you're used to a flat design where the ribs are on the same height as the rest of the cover, that irritated me for a second. I thought, hey, that's not VA500, I know, but it seems to be, and has a little bend to it, I just noticed. Well, this is how it looks with the original cover. This is how it looks with the black cover. And now, while the paint is drying, we're going to switch the keys on that. So let's maybe start with these. Let's just make sure that I can actually take these keys off here, because they are in their very, very good. Okay. Let's see how these fit. Oh, that is nice. And these have an actual print on them, which is a little bit raised. And these look like they just have some stickers on there. So there's a difference. Okay, let's continue. Maybe with the F keys. And I will not change the springs because these are actually very good springs. They're good springs. They served me well. I think I will just put these on here. And I could even use the help and the delete key. And the escape key, I guess. Also, yes, the escape key to use on my A600, which would look interesting, I guess. So depending on which machine you are fitting these keys on, you will be left with some black keys. Glad these are not C64 keys because they need much more force to get off. But I just saw that there are some fresh C64 keys around, but they are not for sale right now. They're just for the backers. And somehow I missed that Kickstarter or Indiegogo, I'm not quite sure what it was, because they were actually for a reasonable price. I think 30 euros or something for a whole set. Must be a way to push these out. Okay, looks nice already. So I got to the point where I have to put in these plastic tabs and these stabilizers. And the sad thing is, these bigger keys, they just don't stick. They don't. And I don't get why that is. Could be these stabilizers, but they can only go in one way. Let's maybe try the original ones. That came with the keys. Because these look different. They have a little space here. So let's check if that could work. And there's a second pack of spacers, and maybe I should have used these, not sure. So make sure if you use these keys to use probably the right back of spacers. These seem to be the wrong ones. So let's try this again. This, and now it works. Okay, so these are the wrong spacers. So there are two backs. Just make sure to grab the right ones. I was about to get angry, but now I'm getting angry at myself for not checking the two backs. So keys are good, no worries. And these are probably the right ones. Let's check if these fit. Oh, wait. That is pretty stiff. Nope. That's not good. So these spacers, or these stabilizers, oh man, are too stiff. They just don't move good. So I will use the ones that came with the keys, with the original keys, because these are better and these are not, which is unfortunate. Yeah, these are a little bit too narrow here, so this metal thingy here does not have enough room to move. So maybe if you bend these a little, but I don't think that would do anything, so you should, I think, use the ones that came with the original keys. Yeah, see, that moves freely like it should. And we have the number keys. Yay! That looks awesome already. Nice. and the final key. Wow, that looks just awesome. You can see now which keys are spares. There's an escape key, help, del, alt, the enter key, the cursor keys, which I have 2 more here, which always fall off, and the shift keys. And these are the 600 specific, the A600 specific. So I might actually use these on my A600. I'm not sure yet. I want to destroy the nice picture that the A600 is. So if we put this in here now, no, we don't. First we have to screw in the disk drive. Okay, that is in there, nice. So that should work. Now we put in the kickstart switcher. That's sticky. And we'll put this here for now. And the switch, yeah, I would have loved for the switch to be a little bit longer, so I could put it in one of these holes here. Yeah, that's good for now. Now I have to find my boot selector. I finally remembered where my boot selector has to be. It has to be here. And there it is. So I have to pull the even CIA for that. Okay. And that goes in here. And this in turn goes in here. I just have to connect the cable here to do the X-ray selection. Yeah. So for now this will only boot from DF0, but it's all fitted. And I guess we are really on the home stretch here to put in the shiny new keyboard. Let's connect this like this. A big finale. Ooh, man. That looks absolutely fantastic. And we have, of course, to put a badge here. And for now I'm going with this one. But I will actually put an A500 Plus badge on here if I get one in black. And there we have it. The black, shiny, new Amiga. Wow. It is really, really pretty. And there we go. So let's plug it in and see if it still works. So, still works. Nice. And still switch to Kickstart 2.0. I will eventually build or put a Kickstart switcher for 1.3 and 3.1 in here. I have one in my A1500. And a black mouse would be nice, but there is no black mouse. There's actually a clear case, which is also very, very nice. And that comes with a clear mouse case. So I might have to paint the mouse myself or to spray paint it so that it looks nice. Yeah, for now that is just the way it is. And there are actually black Amiga mice from the SCOM era, which I just sold one of on eBay a few weeks ago because I thought I will never need a black Amiga mouse. Yeah. So it's been a few weeks since I shot the video you just saw, and I did actually make some improvements. As you can see, the badge is still the same, and I guess I will leave it there for now. But I went ahead and actually spray painted an Amiga mouse. Not sure about the color of the buttons. They should have another color, I think, maybe a darkish gray or something like this. I didn't paint it from the bottom, so yeah. But that looks good and has pretty much, if you put it next to the Amiga, the same shine and color. And that is just standard car paint, and it took an hour or two to dry. I guess I did 2 turns with the color, so yeah, that looks nice and fits good. Should have a black cable, but it is what it is. I didn't paint the drive knob again because that actually works pretty well and looks pretty good. So if you just look from the side, you can't even tell the difference. I have one really cool thing that I found. So I did custom print this little cover here with 2 holes for the switches, which is the kickstart switcher and the boot switcher. And these are standard switches, but I found on eBay that you can get, and let me unscrew this. See, these are the standard switches. You can get switches with these little knobs which screw on here, and these are black. And that gives the whole case a completely different look if you look from behind, so you don't have these ugly switches because they're completely covered with this black rubber. And that looks just amazing. Because check it from here, it's just 2 little black knobs sticking out there. So yeah, I'm pretty pleased with this. Has a kickstart 1.3 and 3.1 switcher in here, and the boot selector, and yeah, that is the final result. Again, thanks for watching, and until next time. Bye-bye.
Thank you for watching Retro is the New Black. If you are new to the channel, please like and subscribe. If you like the video, please share. Every like, share, and comment helps a lot. Until next time, bye-bye.